Hello students, this is Akshata, your educator, and I welcome you all on the platform of Global Online. So students, for your upcoming CTET December 2023 examination, Global Online application has come up with a complete course where we'll be discussing the whole syllabus of the CTET paper, okay? So in today's lecture from mathematics paper 1 and paper 2, we'll be discussing the left out divisibility rules, okay? We have already conducted one session based upon the divisibility test. This is the second session, session number 6, okay? So if you haven't watched my previous video, I have uploaded the videos on number system. Later on the videos are uploaded based upon the divisibility test session number 5, and this is the session number 6 of the divisibility test, okay? So yes, I'll be sharing lots of concepts with you, along with we'll be solving lots of MCQ, okay? So MCQ practice will be also carried out in this particular session. So if you're targeting for CTET December 2023 examination and preparing for the paper 1 and paper 2, then Global Online application has launched a complete course for you guys. In this, following features will be provided to you: full syllabus video lectures. Through these video lectures, you can clear all the concepts and your doubts. Along with the students, lots of tips and tricks will be shared to you by the educator of respective subject. Full syllabus notes will be provided, that is in the form of PDF, which are easily downloaded through your mobile phone as well. 50 plus mock test. Through this mock test you can test your preparation, and this is a very important feature, as from this feature the questions are directly replicated from the examination, okay? So question in the mock test can be directly replicated in the examination, hence this feature is very much important. Full syllabus MCQ PDF will be provided to you. Again, this is easily downloaded through your mobile phone. So the features above is provided to you in the complete course in just course fees of 3000 rupees. This fees is for paper 1 as well as for the paper 2. So compiled paper 1 and paper 2 fees for the CTET examination is 3000 rupees, and if you are targeting for the individual paper, that is for paper 1 the fees is 2000 rupees, and for the paper 2 the fees is 2000 again, okay? So you can join any one of these courses, and the compiled fees is just 3000 rupees. You have to just contact us on this given WhatsApp number for further details, okay? So let us study the left out divisibility test now in today's class. Let's start up with the divisibility test of 11, okay? So whenever we talk about the divisibility test of 11 or divisibility rule of 11, to check the divisibility rule of 11, we have to take the difference of sum of alternate digits of any given number and check whether it is divisible by 11 or not. If it is divisible, then the number is completely divisible by 11. This is the concept behind it, okay? So let's take an example over here. I'll give you a number. Number is, for example, we'll take a larger number, that is 264482240. This is the number 264482240. Okay, now we are much more aware of the divisibility test of 5 and 10. We know in case of 5, I'm just making you remind the divisibility test of 5 and 10, where we have discussed if on the units place or at the ones place there is 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. And in case of divisibility test of 10, we have seen that the unit place number should be 0. The units place number should be 0, right? So this number is divisible by 5 as well as this particular number is divisible by 10. Okay, I have just made you remind, okay? So we have to check now whether this particular given number is divisible by 11 or not. So to understand this, you must have clarity about the concept of the place value that we have discussed, okay? If you are remembering it, I'll tell you, if I have number like 2, 6, I'll write it once again, 264482240, okay? So the place value here, for 0, if I consider 0, okay, the place value of 6 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I have just considered these as the place values, okay? So what is the rule of divisibility test of 11 talking about? I'll tell you. We have to actually take summation of even places value, even places. Please understand, the thing that we have learned, place value, is a different concept, okay? And the place values, even place value is different. What does it say is that odd places or even places, for example, instead of saying even place, instead of saying instead of saying the place value, we should say the even places. Okay, so tell me which are the even places over here. 0 is the even place, 2 is the even number, so it is an even place, 4 is the even place, 6 is the even place, and 8 is the even place. Okay, these are the even places. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, these are the even places of the given number. And based upon these even places, what are the numbers on these even places? Check that now. The numbers on the even places are 2, next even place is 4, the next even place is over here 8. 8 is the value at the next even place, 2 is the value at the next even place, and 0 is the value at the next even place. Students, try to understand, these are the even places. Okay, and for example, what are the odd places? Odd places are 1, 3, 5, 7. Odd places 1, the value is 6. At odd place number 3, the value is 4. At odd place 5, the value is 2. At odd place 7, the value is 4. But we are concerned only here with the even places values. So take the summation of all the even places over here. Okay, so I'll rub this out right now and I'll tell you once again in detail what you have to do. You have to understand the odd and even places. So 0 is an here even place, 1 is odd. Okay, 2 is even place, 3 is odd, 4 is even place, 5 is odd place, 6 is even place, 7 is odd place, and 8 is again even place. We have to take, in case of divisibility rule of 18, we have to take the sum of value at even place. At even place. So take the summation of all the values at even place, that is 2, 4, 8, 6 and 0. Right, we have to take the summation of all these, that is 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0. Okay, after taking summation, what is the summation over here? 14. We are concerned with what I said, what I told you, summation of the even places. Now take summation of the odd places, that is, what are the odd places over here? 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4. Am I right? 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4. The summation of the odd places over here is 14. Okay, now we got the summation at the even places. We got the summation at the odd places. Right? What is the next step now? You have to now calculate the difference between the places of the values at the even places and the sum of the digits in the odd places. If the difference is divisible, if the difference, whatever the difference is coming, okay, if it is divisible by 11, then the number is divisible by 11. Okay, so now let's check what is the difference over here. Difference over here is of 14 minus 14. Always remember, the difference over here is coming 0. Difference over here is coming 0. Whenever it is coming 0, we can say 0 or any number which is coming in the table of 11. Okay, 0, 11, 22, 33, 44, 66, 55, 77, 88 and so on. If any one of this value including 0 is coming, hence we can say that this particular number is divisible by 11. Hence 2644822240 is divisible by 11. This is the rule. This is the rule. I hope you have got it. We'll take one more example, but try to understand what we have to do over here. We have to take the summation of the values at even places and summation of the values at the odd places, and we have to take the difference of both of them. Right? So one more example we will take here for the divisibility rule of 11 again. Okay. So example is 2143. And we have to check whether this given number is divisible by 11 or not. What we will do now? We will take the summation of the odd places and summation of the even places. So what are the odd places over here and what are the even places? For that, I'll write here 0, 1, 2, 3. And as per this, 0 is at the even place and 4 is at the even place. So take the summation of 2 plus 4. That is the values at even place. This will give me 6. This will give me 6, right? So this is one step. Step number 2 is we have to take the summation at the even places, that is 1 plus 3, that is odd places, 1 plus 3. This will give me 4. After taking the summation, we have to take the difference among them. That is equal to summation of the even places minus summation of the odd places. Okay. So as per that, I'll get 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2. So here, after taking the difference, we can clearly see the difference is 2, and 2 is not divisible by 11. Try to understand, 2 is not divisible by 11. Hence we can conclude here that the given number is not divisible by 11. Okay, the given number, that is 2143 is not divisible by 11. This is how you have to practice lot of examples. Okay, so I'm just telling you the rules. You can simply just, you don't have to practice lots of examples. Okay, you just have to make sure that whatever example you're practicing over here, should fit in your mind in such a way that you're not going to forget it at all. Okay, so just understand what are the even places, what are the odd places. We have to take the summation of both of them individually, and then take the subtraction or the difference among them, and whatever the difference is going to come, divide the difference by 11. Okay, so moving on to the next and the most interesting divisibility rule that we have already told you about that. Okay, that is a divisibility rule of 12. बहुत ही ज़्यादा simple है. We'll talk on that now. Okay, so if you want a few more examples of this, you can practice. Like for example, 3784. Check this whether the given number is divisible by 11 or not. Okay, do this as a homework and let me know the answer in comment section. Similarly, take an example one more, that is 82907. Okay, it is divisible by 11 or not. Check this again as a homework. Okay, both the questions. Question number 1, tell me the answer in the comment section whether it is right or wrong, that is whether it is divisible by 11 or not. And question number 2 also you have to give right or wrong. Okay, simple. So moving on to the divisibility test of divisibility test of 12 now. Okay, so let's talk about the divisibility test of 12. Again, interesting. Okay, if a number is divisible by 3 and 4, if the number is divisible by 3 as well as by 4, compulsorily by both the numbers, if the number is divisible by 3 as well as by the 4, we can say that the given number is divisible by 12. We know what is the divisibility rule of 3, we know the divisibility rule of 4. If the given number is following the divisibility rule of 3 as well as the divisibility rule of 4, combined together gives us that the number is divisible by 12 as well. For example, if I have a number that is 5864, what are we going to do? We know what is the divisibility test of 3. In case of the divisibility test of 3, we actually add up individual numbers, that is 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4, divide this summation by 3. The summation is 23, but 23 is not divisible by 3. It means the given number is not divisible by 3. Okay, even if the last given 2 digits for the divisibility test of 4, we check the last 2 digits, and the last 2 digits are divisible by 4. In case of this, here 5864 is divisible by 4. It is divisible by 4, yes, but it is not divisible by 3. It is not divisible by 3. In this case, the number is not divisible by 12. Try to understand. Once again, I would like to tell that for a number to follow the divisibility rule of 12, it should be divisible by 3 also and by 4 also. Both. One of them is not done. We have to make sure that both the divisibility rules of 3 and 4 are following over here. One more example we'll take here. Okay, one more example. 3276. Let's check first that the given number is divisible by 3 or not, and then let's check it is divisible by 4 or not. Then we'll conclude it. Okay, so to check it is divisible by 3 or not, take summation of all the numbers over here, individual numbers. The summation over here will give me 18. Okay, so now the summation 18 is divisible by 3. Hence we can say that therefore 3276 is divisible by 3. It is divisible by 3. Now let's check whether this given number is divisible by 4 or not. To check this, what we do, usually we just focus on the last 2 numbers, We do focus on the last two digits. Let's check whether it is divisible by 4 or not. Yes, 76 is divisible by 4. We know 19 fours are 76. Hence, we can conclude that 3276 is divisible by 4. It is divisible by 4. Hence, we can conclude that the given number 3276, it is divisible by 3, as well as this number is divisible by 4. Hence, we can say that this both divisibility rules are following over here. Hence, we can conclude 3276 is also divisible by 12. It is also divisible by 12. This is important. This is again very much important, that it should follow both the divisibility rule, then only it will follow the divisibility rule of 12. Got it? Okay, these were the examples of this. So note, for all the composite numbers, like for example, I'll give you over here one more statement. Okay, so just make a note of it. For all composite numbers such as 14, 16, 18, 20, etc. Okay, we can check the divisibility rule of their, by using their or by their consecutive or constituent factors, not consecutive, constituent factors we can say. Okay, constituent factors. So if they are constituent factors, like in case of 3 and 4 were the factors of 12. These were the factors of 12. Yes or no? 3 4s are 12. Similarly, in case of 14, 16, 18, 20, whatever the divisibility, composite numbers are there, to check whether that given number or the composite number are divisible or following the divisibility rule, or to check their divisibility rule, we just have to know their factors. If their factors are following the divisibility rule, then we can conclude that the number are also divisible. In case of 12, the factors 3 and 4 were the numbers of whose or of which we have to check the divisibility test. Okay, so this is not much important, but just make a point of it. This can be helpful for checking you other divisibility rule as well. Okay, so let's move on to the divisibility rule of 13. Okay, what we have to do over here is, I'll tell you. Okay, for any given number, to check whether the given number is divisible by 13 or not, what we have to do is, we have to actually check the last digit. Okay, and we have to simply multiply the last digit by 4, or we have to add 4 times of the last digit to the remaining number. For example, I have a number that is a 2795. What is the last digit for this given number? Last digit is 5. Okay, what is the rest number? Rest number is 279. I have to add 5 times of 4. 4 times of 5. Okay, last digit is 5. It's 4 times. I have to add 5 into 4 to the remaining number. That is 5 4s will give me 20. 5 4s will give me 20. This will give me 299. Right? And repeat this process, that is, remove out the last digit, multiply it by 4 and add to the remaining number. Once again, repeat it means what? You have to remove the last digit, multiply the last digit by 4 and add to the rest of the number. Repeat it. Okay, until you get a 2-digit number. We have to actually do this until you get the 2-digit number. Okay, now we got 299. This is a 3-digit number. We'll repeat the process. 299. What is the last digit over here? 9. So multiply 9 by 4. And what is the rest number over here? 29. 29 plus 9 4s will give me 36. What is the summation of 29 plus 36? This will give me 65. Now I got a 2-digit number. Now I got the 2-digit number, right? Number is 65. Now check whether 65 is divisible by 13 or not. Whether this is divisible by 13 or not. Yes, 13 5s are 65. 13 into 5 will give me 65. Hence it is, this number is divisible by 65. 65 is divisible by 13. Okay. So 2795 is also divisible by 13. This is the rule. What I have done is, now focus on the things what I have done. Please make a note of it. You can just simply write down the short notes. In case of the divisibility rule of 13, we actually extract the last digit. We have to remove the last digit. Just take the 4 times of the last digit. Here the last digit was what? Here the last digit was 5. The last digit was 5. I have taken 4 times of 5. 5 fours will give me 20. In rest of the remaining number, that is 279, I have added 20, which is 4 times of 5. This will give me 299. Okay, you have to simply repeat this process until you get 2-digit number. Okay, so again 299. Tell me 299. In this, last digit is 9. So I'll double it. I'll just simply multiply it by 4, not double, sorry. Okay, I'll multiply it by 4. After multiplying it by 4, whatever the value is going to come, I'll add up in the remaining number, that is 29. So 29 plus 36 will give me 65. This is the rule. So now I got the 2-digit number, so I'll stop here. Why I have stopped here? Because I got 2-digit number. This is the rule. After you got the 2-digit number, simply divide that 2-digit number by 13. 65 is divisible by 13. Hence, I can conclude 2795 is also divisible by 13. This is the rule. Got it? I hope you have understood the divisibility rule of 13. Please do practice lots of examples from our PDF, or you can simply practice it from the online websites, anywhere, from anywhere. You can simply type it on the Google, that divisibility rule of 13 examples, divisibility rule of 12 examples, and lots of, okay. So you can practice, okay, from there, from any online website. Okay, so this is something that we had to discuss, and we have discussed up to the divisibility rule of 13. Okay, so we will take one complete lecture based upon the questions. I'll discuss lots of questions based upon the divisibility rule of 1 to 13. Okay, sorry, 2 to 13. We'll discuss everything over there. Okay, so this was the end of today's lecture. Thank you for joining it. If you're liking the video, please do hit the like button and let me know in the comment section which topic you want me in your next lectures. Okay, so you can tell me that. And news for you guys, in tomorrow's lecture we'll be starting up with the LCM and HCF, a very important topic that is important as paper 1 point of view as well as for the paper 2 point of view. Okay, so this is going to help you a lot in this particular series. So thank you for joining the lecture. Have a great day everyone. Bye.